Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by, it's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 176. Right? I got
Whoa.
Nailed it. Damn.
Oh,
it. Remember, because last time when I did an update, I said 175 is live, and that was cool. So I remember 176 is next. I'm your host, Boog Nice. Got my boys with me, Fabster 360, Pancheesy, Rick Dom. We live on a Friday night. Hope everybody's feeling right, feeling good. How you guys doing?
I'm feeling right and feeling good.
Yeah, I'm getting it right and getting it tight, you know?
Oh, shit.
Man, we're
All
talking
right,
some
Rick,
double
what's your rap?
sparks, huh?
Come on, man. You're supposed to say a rap, man.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was just so taken aback by somebody quoting Bubba Sparks.
Holly Park, Bubba Sparks.
Yeah, I was like, man, booties are really rocking everywhere, huh?
All right. So,
It's been a good week, you know? It's an exciting week. Lots of stuff going on in the toy world. Things are back in gear, and, you know, we're getting ready for New York. I mean, it's not happening, but Toy Fair season, at least, coming up at the end of February. So things
Well,
be ramping up.
I guess people still have to drop their you know, their stuff for 2022 and 2023 regardless. I mean, in some capacity they're going to have to tell us what's coming out. So even if it's not all at one event or at one venue, I guess we'll be hearing a lot about new things on the horizon regardless. But yeah, Toy Fair was officially canceled this past week, right? Or was it last week?
Yeah, last week we talked about it,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
or mentioned it at least.
So yeah, that's unfortunate. New York Toy Fair is usually around the 13th, 15th, usually right around Valentine's Day in February. They usually do New York Toy Fair, but I think at first it was going to go on, and then a bunch of people just pulled out, and then Toy Fair just canceled it altogether. So yeah.
Yeah, never pull it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for most companies to try to play it safe. And if it's another year, I mean, if the last couple of years have been any indication, you know, a lot of these companies realize that the online kind of personal event con works really well.
Yeah.
And it's probably a lot lower overhead than having to schlep everything over to Jacob Javits Center from wherever they're from, you know, and still show off pretty much everything in the same regard. Plus, all that information ends up online anyway. So it's the people who the information kind of gets out there at the same time. So
yeah, they can like hold off and carve out their own time. That way they don't have to share like, you know, headlines with like 24 other toy companies.
Exactly.
Sure.
It would be like a Friday night on the YouTube toy streams where all these streams are going on at the same time, and you really got to split the audience's focus.
Sure.
It happens.
There is a lot going on tonight, huh?
I guess.
It'd be
But
like that.
you know, there's a lot going on in the world these days, man. Icons are dropping left and right.
Sure.
My
So yeah, we do actually have a topic list, but yeah, you guys didn't really tell me about your past week. It was a short week. Most of us were off on Monday for Martin Luther King Day, which they officially made a holiday. I guess that was 2 years ago or last year.
Oh,
Was it
yeah.
last year?
Must be nice.
Or was
Must
this
be
the
nice
first
for
year
everybody
that it
not in the
was
South, huh?
officially a holiday? I think this was the second year that it was officially a holiday. What do you say, P?
I said, must be nice for all of y'all not in the South, huh?
Right.
I mean, I'm in California, so I'm not aware of a time when it was never a holiday.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Thing
kind
again,
of like
again.
it was kind of like a make the rest of the world agree with what we were doing anyways.
Right, for sure. So yeah, that was cool. We had most of us had a day off. We had a long weekend, but that didn't stop the toy news. But what'd you guys do for the rest of the working week? Anything exciting? Anything very funny that you want to share?
You go on.
I'll go first. I started printing like background stuff for my detolfs. I did this like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but like I've just been printing off these little like background plates, and then I have a bunch. Like I have like this one. This one's like New York for like Spider-Verse. And
Yo, those look exactly like the ones I paid $25 on eBay for.
This is just like some rocks or some shit. I don't know.
Tight.
It really helps if you follow Twitter accounts that just post like high resolution screenshots.
That's what I have down here from, I forget the eBay store, but I have
nice.
New York with like a non-licensed Stark Tower in there.
So
yeah, like
basically what you're saying is that Poncho could be making $25 a piece.
That's true. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, there's a big market to that, honestly. There's that dude, backdrop guy, who just does like full on like detolf size, like one giant graphic.
Jesus Christ.
That guy's
I almost printed one that was just like one continuous thing, but the way that my detolfs are set up, you can see him back here, is like they're gonna go left to right, like in terms of theme, instead of like up and down.
Got you.
But I guess I could just print a giant one that's like left to right. Oh, before I forget, I want to give a big shout out to not only Mike from High School Creations, which he helped me grab this detolf right here, but Mike Hempsey, also of Diostructure fame. He hooked me up and he got me another Dio, which is down here. I haven't built it yet, but he hooked me up. He went to like Myrtle Beach and got it. He was there already at an IKEA grabbing some for himself, but he hooked me up. So through the power of Mike and Mike, I got my dream detolf setup.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just a couple of mics.
That's it.
If only your name was Ike.
I know, right? If only. Yo, real quick tangent. There used to be a guy that worked at my high school, and his job was solely to go around and write referrals for like having an untucked shirt or like not having your ID showing and stuff.
Oh no!
And his name was Ike.
Too short.
Yeah, and his name was Ike. Me and my friends, like me and my friends from like our hometown, were in like this big group chat, and we found like an article, like an old article written about Ike in like the school newspaper or some shit. So we were talking about him. It's so funny.
You know what's funny is that I had like that's so crazy you just said that, because when I was in high school, I had a surgery on my eye, like a serious one where I had like stitches on my eyeball. I had a cornea transplant.
Holy shit!
Somebody that passed away, donated their cornea to my eye.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually why I can't lift things bigger than 25 pounds.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. That's a really long story, but
then how do you carry this podcast sometimes, man? I don't understand.
Dude, sheer will, psychokinesis type of shit. And so I got this surgery when I was like 16 years old, and my eye for like an entire year, basically like I needed to wear sunglasses like 24/7.
Hell yeah.
Even indoors, because the wrong type of light could like really fuck me up. And there used to be this guy that would do just what you said. He would just walk around on a little golf cart, write referrals to people. Like, oh, skirt's too short, Cindy Lou. Like, oh, this girl's not wearing a bra and we could totally tell she has nipple piercings. Like, referral, boom. Like, and like he used to stop me this dude used to stop me all the time and write me for my sunglasses. And I would be so annoyed because I'd have to go into the office and explain the situation every time, and they'd cancel the referral. And eventually, like, I got into a big argument with this guy. I told him to go eat a dick, and like he got all the teachers and was like, this kid over here is telling me go eat a dick. Blah, blah, blah. And it's funny. I had to go into the principal's office, and she was just kind of like, "Hey, so you don't talk to him. He doesn't talk to you. He can wear sunglasses. Leave him alone." Just like every time we would pass by each other, he'd give me that look, like, "You motherfucker, not
That's so
supposed to wear
crazy.
sunglasses."
That's so crazy how that's like. I've heard other like people from other like completely different states saying that they have a guy like that at their school. Like Ike from my school like went in, dude. There's like an urban legend of him. So like our cafeteria had like it's a 2-story high school, and then the cafeteria has a mezzanine around it, right, with like balconies and shit. And then there was a fight happening in the cafeteria. Ike jumped off the mezzanine onto the cafeteria tables and like shattered both of his shins and shit. But he broke up the fight. So yeah, big shout out to Ike from Sumter High.
Jason Bourne or something.
Exactly.
Rest in peace.
Oh my god, that's great.
Hell yeah.
He pulled a Vince McMahon. He jumped into the ring and blew his quads.
Right. And then flew to Japan the next day.
Unreal.
Aside from that, nothing else really. I got heavy back into like Pokemon figures. So I've been like going around the city looking for Pokemon figures. Of course, is the worst time. Nobody has any anywhere. But another shout out to Mike Hempsey. He stashed a shocker for me. So
ooh,
very excited. I'll chase you to the ends of the earth, shocker!
Greatest Spider-Man voice acting of all time.
Best.
The ends of the earth, baby. Come on.
That's it. So that was my week. I think that's the most crazy thing that happened to me. Yes.
I mean, I had a pretty light week. I mean, it was just a little work, some behind the scenes stuff I've been doing behind, like, for the YouTube channel.
Nice.
And I was on, speaking of YouTube, I was on the Toy Migos last night as well, talking boba, talking a little toys. It was all very fun. So shout out to Los Toy Migos for having me on last night. It was really good episode. It was very fun. Love those guys. One of the support quality content. One of the few podcasts we endorse. What does it say on the Instagram? Yeah. Shout out to Toy Migos.
I'm going to be on a podcast on the 27th as well. I forget the name, but Cheyenne invited me. Or Cheney. Goddamn.
Cheyenne. Oh,
can't wait
Josh
to see it.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
The They're Not Dolls Toy Migos.
That.
Well, yeah, they're the Toy Migos, but the show is They're Not
Yes,
Dolls.
exactly. Yes,
I was on the Toy Migos because there's multiple Toy Migos shows, so there is
absolutely
that distinction to make. So I wasn't just on Toy Migos; I was on Toy Migos presents They're Not Dolls.
Someone could say the Toy Migos are on you.
I don't know.
I think a lot of people would say that.
Anyway, I'll be on there. They're Not Dolls as well on the 27th.
All right.
Yes, it does.
I don't want to. This feels like a loaded question. I don't want to say the wrong thing and trap myself. But anyway, Rick, what about you? How was your week?
It was all right. Yeah, it was all right. I'm trying to think if anything interesting happened. Yeah, no, not a damn thing. How about not a damn thing?
Had me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it was funny. I was talking to David Walton about it yesterday. Man, that Batmo Beast is the worst. Been seeing that around. Absolute garbage. It looks just like a monster truck that's at Target currently, that's right next to the Batmo Beast, but that's like 1/4 of the price.
Remember, you know what? When I saw you guys talking about that, I had a flashback as vivid as the pictures I'm seeing right now of when we were talking about the podcast about the Batmo Beast, and we all were all like, I mean, it's weird looking, but I mean, it's going to be $30. Man, how wrong were we?
Yeah, we weren't even kind of close.
No, absolutely not.
So stupid.
How much is it?
It's $100, right?
Yeah, I think it's $89.99. So after tax, it's $100.
No way. When I literally when I thought maybe 50, okay, but I was like, oh, so what would be like? Where would I say, oh, that's super overpriced? 75. You're telling me it's $90, $100. That's stupid.
Oof.
Yeah, and David Walton, who's actually seen it in person, said that that the quality of that like plastic overlay is like 80s Halloween costume masks.
Yeah, it's like worse than like a Traxxas car.
Oh no.
And at least like those model cars, like they're like their shells are like flexible and flimsy for a reason, you know, to keep weight down. But this doesn't move, man. Like, what is happening?
It makes no sense, man.
Well, we have the Poc Photos, big number one McFarlane fan in the chat with a generous super chat. But see what he's got to say about this Batmo Beast business.
That's it, Poc. Now's your time to shine. You know, defend your boy. What's going on? Speaking of, yeah, like you mentioned, he hit us with 5 as well. He said, "What's up, fellas? Now that you're on now you're on Fridays, is there some silly utensil emoji we should throw up to signify we're part of the A.C.B.A crew? Possibly.
Yeah.
We'll have to have a meeting of the minds to figure that out.
Yeah, we gotta really sit down, look at the emoji catalog, and pick out something perfect.
Well, I mean, on my streams, everybody knows that we're down to clown.
Oh my god!
So we go with hatchet emojis.
Poc Photos with a hot take. That Batmo Beast sucks. It's $80. Yeah.
$80. God dang.
Fucking rough, man. Yeah. With California tax being so garbage, there's no way that thing isn't like essentially $100.
Dude. Yeah, that's nuts, man. Plus, you're like not just going to Target to buy that, so you're definitely spending at least $100 because you're lumping in a bottle of ketchup or some toilet paper or something.
Ketchup.
Couple of srirachas, you know, for the week, like me.
But now you're talking.
But
sriracha.
That's it. I think Boog maybe putting clothes on because he was in a robe eating a burger when we began the show.
He's a man of of high taste.
Like Hasselhoff.
Yes. Well, of only the most luxurious linens, of course, not just.
Is there a no head emoji? Says Mr. Williams. Oh my god.
You went to go put on a cardigan, you know, Mr. Rogers mode. But no, he'll be back. We can, you know, while we're waiting on him, we can get into. We'll wait for Legends for him, but we can definitely get into some other stuff that I hope I won't have his commentary for, so we can, you know, have a conversation about it.
Incredible. You're saying we should look to the skies, huh?
It may be time. I swear to God, I was wearing my my Close Encounters of the Third Kind shirt. I had to will myself to change it for this stream because I had to, you know, put the A.C.B.A shirt on. But
following the buzzards,
I did start my day with that shirt, and sure enough, the skies opened up.
Absolutely,
a light.
Let's connect the dots.
A light
baby.
Amongst the stars, a different color, shining a different light spectrum.
Oh my god,
moving at rates unlike anything that possible by human craft.
An unidentifiable craft, some would say.
Even Navy pilots are like, yeah, that's weird.
Even the ancient Mayans used to say that there was a purple light in the sky. What makes purple light? Nothing human.
It's true. Is it possible that maybe I don't know.
Science?
I mean, it's a vast universe. Anything is possible, right? We'd be foolish. It'd be selfish to believe that, you know, we're the only ones. And so
you're gonna waste all your free time.
Well, so yeah, there was a mezco drop today. The skies parted, opened up, and there was a mezco drop. This was like a legit, like basically unannounced secret drop, even though we knew this drop was coming. Mm-hmm. This was one we had no indication of when it was coming, unless there was something. I don't have my Nemo in hand yet, but people did start getting the Nemo in hand as of like late last week. people who were, it's coming out of Fife, Washington, so I should have mine on Monday, hopefully. But anyone who was closer than me opened it up, and they were treated to the kind of log book of the Nautilus inside, aka the new kind of like mini comic included with this, which includes the newest Slugfest ad, looking straight out of Red Dead Redemption 2, right?
Of course.
Right? When you're at the gun shop looking at all the outfits and stuff.
Yeah, $6 bullets.
Yeah. Yeah, what I did is I found the treasures early on, so I am loaded, So yeah, this is the Slugfest of the Emporium of Badassery ad advertising a few new items: a Neon Nightmare multicolor 4-skull set, a crew builder set for Captain Nemo from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which confirmed that it was going to be a 2-pack with 4 head options.
So 4 heads?
So no head?
4 heads. Yeah. 5 heads with some of the hairlines on here. You know what I'm saying? on some of these crew members, Baldies. Anyway. So, and then the other thing was the Captain Nemo's. I was just going to let that play real quick. I see it on the stream, but I don't hear it on Discord. And then the Captain Nemo's fantastic Wave Rider vehicle, figure not included.
This shit is crazy.
So, in him with a trident in a noticeably different outfit, riding an accessory that was once with one of the versions of the original Captain Nemo figure from 20 years ago.
Holy shit!
Redone now for this new Captain Nemo. So cool. This ad came out. Oh, and a new code at the bottom for us CryptoCog owners, right? Nautilus was the code. So cool. Somebody on this picture was from somebody on Reddit. So this made the rounds over the weekend, and then later this, I guess today that's kind of crazy. We're actually talking about it on the day, and it's kind of in the present tense because it's still up for pre-order and buy now. So no email like beforehand to tell us this was coming. Just at the time, 10 a.m. my time, it dropped. New Slugfest store update. The aforementioned multicolor skull set, Wave Rider, and Nautilus crew builder set.
So you got
let's take a look. The obvious stuff, the stuff that's easy to hate on first. More skulls. Now in a neon, nightmare-inducing colors.
That's not a bad price for fully colored.
Yeah, fully colored. And these are the ones with the actual eyeballs. Oh, crap, here. I thought we were going to make it.
What?
So this, the multicolor, it's cool that they have the pupils, too. They haven't done this with anything except the black skulls and the crimson cranium 2-pack. So very cool. And then Cousin Eddie, I guess, but he's on that other cartoony sort of skull.
Oh, so the old ones didn't have like the eyeballs colored in?
No, they were hollowed.
Oh, interesting.
Only the crimson cranium ones have the pupils, and the Cousin Eddie has the pupils.
Are these still the slightly oversized ones or are they like the size of normal? Oh no, they're definitely oversized.
Yeah, these are the bigger ones. These exactly the same as these here, except now instead of the
nice. Why? What do you call it?
Just cause.
Why do we need this?
It's fun. Look, more pink skulls. People want pink skulls. What about other colors?
Well, Boog, you don't need this, but some people do.
Actually, no one needs this.
Well, for splitting hairs, no one needs anything we talk about.
No.
True.
Yeah, I'll give it to them. This is not a bad price. I mean, just a single head sculpt usually on eBay runs you like $25. So.
Absolutely, yeah. For that,
and they're all different color. It's not like the pack of 12 of like kind of mixed bag colors. These are like specific, so that's kind of cool. Or not generic colors.
I've no need for
a single head sculpt from Joe Blow printing one thing every 72 hours is different than Mezco just having these shits at the ready to go and mass producing this shit. It's different, but all right.
What was that, Rick?
I said, not something I need, but at the price, it's not bad.
Yeah, right. Nothing else. More skulls for your other characters to beat up, different colors. And then next up, the Wave Rider and Captain Nemo expansion pack. We're going full game industry here.
Crazy. Yeah, big shout out to Haunter Dreams in chat saying they gave Nemo his own Fortnite glider. Incredible.
Oh my god.
Not like this.
Well, very ahead of
Not
time
like
because
this.
this is almost exactly like the vehicle from the OG figure.
Really?
Yeah.
So the vehicle from the OG figure was in fact a vehicle. It was a mechanical thing, right? It's always been a mechanical kind of contraption.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is to bring this in here.
Steampunk Stingray.
Oh, privacy error. Hang on.
We're breaking laws now.
Hang on. I'll just pull up the Google image then. Yeah, this is the OG one with the figure. So you can see some of the things that carried over from the design on this new one, like the vest too, instead of it being, the furry vest, but it is still that same design. The Wave Rider, so some stuff carried over, but for the most part, this is a completely different figure, whereas this new thing is kind of just new accessories for the existing figure, which includes this vest, this trident, goggles, and then the Wave Rider thing itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not trying to diss this in any way, but I opened up the message from you saying that it went up, and my girl was next to me, and she said, "Is that SeaWorld Santa?"
Oh,
And I was
God.
like, "No, this is Captain Nemo." She's like, "Who the fuck is
SeaWorld
Captain
Santa.
Nemo?"
You're Santa.
I was like, "Of the 1,000 seas?" And she was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
That's it.
What are you looking at in that previous picture? Were they using the glass technique?
It comes with its own kind of like attachment for the existing 112 display stands, so maybe it's that, but I don't know.
No.
They're doing a better job hiding the stands here than in the Iron Spider shots for sure.
Oh man. Yeah, man. I don't need it.
If I had Captain Nemo, I'd have bought it, but I don't.
Oh yeah, I got mine coming next week. So this was. It's interesting that they kind of just put this up without really the fanfare, other than like the image I showed you guys, kind of just making the rounds. I feel like more people should have had this in hand first, but they got a schedule to keep. It seems like.
Forgive
I
my
think they
ignorance.
should have made they should have made the fur a different color.
Oh, I guess the reasoning would be that today's the day they announced the winners for the 112-day contest because it ended yesterday. So it was like kind of the follow-up, and then with that came this drop. But I guess we can call it a dyslexic 112-day.
Did they actually announce the winners? I didn't hear anything.
They did, yeah. We can talk about that.
Oh, okay.
So what actually comes? What do you actually get for $90?
For $90, you get this Wave Rider.
Mm-hmm.
You get the trident, the goggles, the vest, and a pouch belt, utility belt.
Ooh, what a great value!
I was about to say, Fabio, do you truly believe this is the $90 value? Or and no disrespect at all, but like
vehicle.
Truly, what would you feel comfortable paying for this without
It seems like this thing is like huge, maybe bigger than we realize, but I don't know, man. I feel like this could have been the same price as the Mosquatch. The Mosquatch was like what, 60 or something, and that was a full-on figure,
Yes.
I was just about to say this looks more like a $60 set.
Right? It's the figure, the Mosquatch at least was the figure plus like a few accessories, roughly this amount, 3 to 4 accessories for the complimentary figure. So yeah, this could have been around that same price, but again, maybe there's just more complexity to the Wave Rider vehicle that we won't appreciate.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It looks very detailed, and I guess it looks cool. It's a great accessory for your Nemo, and I guess most people don't want to miss out on whatever accessories that they have specifically for this character. But yeah, I do think it's a little bit overpriced, but. Yeah. I agree with you that it's probably a lot larger than we think right now, though.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I also think it's like
rudder.
I also feel like they don't want to price it too low to like devalue their brand,
But at the same time, I feel like if they had priced it lower, I might have actually gone in for 2 because they show in the logbook here that had this ad. It's also kind of expands the lore and just kind of gives you little bit of information about Nemo and the world and the characters and all his gear and stuff. In that, they show what also could be variants of Nemo himself, because there's one of these kind of black and white photos in this style that shows him in an outfit, in like a dive suit outfit, with what looks like parts from Mr. Freeze and boots from Cable. So
That's why we haven't gotten a Freeze yet.
Because this got to come first, right?
Yeah.
Why would we give the pieces to Mr. Freeze when we could give it to fucking Captain Nemo?
Honestly, just might squeeze through production first, just because of the way licensing has been, I guess.
My God.
So yeah, there's definitely more to come with things of or related to, but back to what I was saying, that as far as bringing the price lower, would have felt more inclined to get more, because in some of this media included, they show the crew have their own Wave Riders as well. So
that's true.
I mean, there's some mad lads who would have definitely gone in for 5 Wave Riders for Nemo and his crew.
Yeah, if there was $60, I could definitely see people just like going in and just say, "Fuck it, I'll buy 5, whatever."
Right? Exactly.
I don't care. But like 90s is like that's where you like start thinking about it. Like, do I need 2? Yeah. Like, I don't think so.
Do I need to spend $500?
You normally paying $95 for
a whole figure with mad accessories and stuff.
Yeah. So it's kind of wild.
But then we get the opposite kind of thing. We get the opposite kind of argument with the crew, which I think is a very good price, and you get a ton for $145 for 2. What is that? Like less than 75 or less than 80 per figure.
But they are kind of like army builder dudes that's not super unique aside from the head sculpt. But they expect you to pay $290 though, really, at the end of the day, because you want a body for all 4 of your dudes. So
You're talking about Walter White, the Punisher, Mace Windu, and Aang from Airborne?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
Man, you can't tell me that's not Sam Jackson under those goggles. Pal.
Truly, that is him.
That is fucking him.
Young Sam Jackson, no question about it.
That's him.
Yeah. But I mean, look at you get some nice soft goods with them, but the weapons are nuts.
Damn,
that's crazy.
So for less than, my math is terrible, but is that like less than $80 per figure, and all those accessories plus soft goods? It's. I didn't personally get 2 right away, but I probably will want 2 eventually, or 2 sets. But I did the code, and it was 10% off if you bundle the Wave Rider and the crew together.
Ooh.
And that really, for me, at the amount that I spent, was really only covering shipping. But if you're crazy and you went the limit on all this stuff, saving 10% on like something huge like that, I guess makes it more worth it. But,
the taxes, I don't know.
Much.
You got to
for California, yeah.
Again, all of this Rumble Society shit, all of this other like stuff that's like nostalgia for like people that have been following mezco for a long time. Like, you got to just be invested in mezco mostly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't care about these properties. Like, give me Mr. Freeze before I fucking lose it.
It's got to be room in your heart for something new. I mean, this is kind of the nostalgia, like you're saying. It is like a legacy kind of license for mezco, but
I want to know what these bodies are. What do you think these bodies are? Is it freaking Joker under there or what?
It's probably the same as Nemo, and I don't have him, so we'll see. He does have double jointed elbows though.
How you know?
Because I've seen reviews.
Tell me, who are your sources?
Because people have it.
Who does number 2
Yeah, I guess. Wait, is Trevor in the chat?
Yeah, the Trev dog. Where's the Trev dog?
He's not said anything yet. But
it was funny because I really regretted missing out on Captain Nemo, but now I don't, because I would have been inclined to buy all of this.
Right. Ooh, true.
I'm just glad I like.
He truly is the anchor figure.
The past few weeks I've been like, damn, man, I can't believe I missed out on Nemo. And then I'm looking at all this shit, and I'm like, you know what, man? I'm not too sad that I missed out on Nemo.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are single jointed elbows, bro.
Really? Somebody needs to tell us in the chat. We need a confirmation.
Speaking of chat, Bo Biggs, the man, the myth, hit us 20 earlier
Biggs.
as well. Hell yeah, man!
Thank you.
What an absolute
I see you.
legend.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, I mean, you do have to just like this, and there's really no like media to accompany it. It's kind of, I mean, the gimmick is that up to you to create the media for it.
What who's gonna be the main antagonist for these guys?
I mean, pairs naturally with something like Baron Benz, you know. So I could imagine that.
You could do the
Or the
Krieg.
Krieg, yeah. As far as in lore,
What's
I mean,
the lore
anything.
tell us, Fabio?
More than anything, just creatures. Get some giant, octopi. Whatever's going on here.
Those are
I don't love it. I
have
don't
you ever
love it
seen
at
these
all.
at party stores? They're tentacles that you put on your fingertips.
Sure.
Mm.
That's what these are. So you could buy these for like $1. I'm sure you can go on Amazon. You could buy those for like $1.
I'd buy that
Yeah.
for $1.
I'd buy
Devilish
that.
Genius is making a good point though. Like the Krieg are weird. It was such a, and I talked about it on Toy Migos as far as like, I don't know. I wanted to like them I do like them conceptually, but I feel like they just needed a little more time in the oven to like really like nail kind of what they were and what place they have in Rumble Society, and like just make the figures a little better because they can't really hold their accessories all that well. Like I feel like they kind of jumped the line in terms of needing to fill more spots because of all the delays last year. That was one of those Rumble Society things that maybe like got fast tracked through the creation process, and there were just a few things that could have been better about it because of it. So that's why we got like 3 of them right on top of each other, and then we just didn't see them for the rest of the year, other than like in accompanying media for other characters. So I don't know. I want to live in this like world of the Nautilus and Captain Nemo for a minute. I want like a nice program for it for like a quarter or like a seasonal thing before we move on to the next thing, instead of it like just happening to us on top of a bunch of other stuff that Mezco is doing.
Dang.
So
All right.
I want them to
Remind us again. Remind us again about these pushback dates and all other shit that other people might care about.
I mean, just about everything has been delayed a few months at least. Let me go check the spreadsheet. But yeah, next thing
Thor was
is
pushback too. Since we're talking about pushbacks, fucking sucks, man.
What got pushed back?
Mafex Thor.
Oh
yeah, I saw that the other day.
Yeah, you got pushed back to March.
We talked about. Well, I guess we'll have a little Sentinel section, right? We talking about Sentinel?
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
we could.
Yeah, we could talk Sentinel.
Well, real quick to answer your question, the next thing we got really coming up is Constantine and Gotham by Gaslight Batman.
I'm on the wait list for Constantine. If I don't get converted, I'm gonna fucking cry.
I'll weep live on air.
On air, I'm gonna come on the podcast and like, why didn't you pick me?
I'm waiting to get converted for Nosferatu.
Still hasn't converted?
No.
Has mine even shipped? I don't even know if mine's shipped yet.
Yeah, rub it in.
I don't even know.
I mean, I'm definitely getting one either way. But I can't say the same for you.
Maybe Nemo is shipping first, and that'll go next. But yeah, that is it for what's going on up in Mezcopolis.
Dang.
What's the over under in the chat? Who's fucking with this down there in the chat? I'd like to really know because the shit's still up for pre-order right now. I actually pre-ordered Nemo and for Danny, and I didn't even remember who I ordered it for. And then he hit me up the other day and asked me if Nemo shipped. I was like, oh, it's you. I ordered it for. And
man, maybe I should have hit you up before him. Hey, Boog, where's my Nemo?
And then he hit me up tonight and was like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna get the Wave Rider and and one of the 2-packs or whatever." And it was still up, and it's still up right now, huh?
Yeah. So the Nautilus crew and the Wave Rider are pre-orders, June, August, and July, September. So we'll have them in the fall probably. The skulls are what's in stock, shipping now.
Got it.
Bitch has my skulls.
That's it.
All right.
Real quick, we gotta celebrate one of our people in the chat though, because they were one of the 112 day winners. Those were announced. And who? I mean, a lot of names I recognize for sure, but who is on this list? If not, our very good friend McDoog.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
I legit scrolled through this list and to myself went McDoog.
What did he win?
I think he was one of the 12 winners. I'm not sure that they specified what those people would win, but McDoog let us know. It was the grand prize winner right here that got like the crazy prize pack.
Oh, really? And this was just picked at random, though, right?
I think so, but it was actually a good photo.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm pretty sure we featured his stuff on
Radar for
on our
Raymond?
Instagram before. Yeah, yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
See, he tagged A.C.B.A on that photo.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give him a follow. Congratulations, Ramon.
Wow, live on air.
All right.
There it is. Look at that. Let's blow it up. Show it in full glory.
You did
Shout out
it.
to Rated R for Ramon.
Okay.
Yeah, man, this is actually a really cool photo. All right, so he won the big prize package, taking home 12 mezco figures, right? That's
Whoa.
what it
Yeah.
was?
And McDoug says that he has no idea what he won, but he said that they were shipping something in 3 to 4 weeks. So that's what I figured. The 112-day winners usually get like the unreleased exclusive figure, which some people end up putting up for sale, and goes for hundreds or thousands, and then it gets put up for sale as an exclusive by Mezco themselves like weeks later. So
Be like
Very
that.
nice. Can I see the other winners?
yeah, McDoug, you're gonna DM me when you get that in hand and let me know what's going on there.
This guy.
Me personally, please.
Fucking greasing palms live on air.
Come on, McDoug. Say your name fun on air. But yeah, no, congrats for sure. A lot of good people here.
Specific shout out.
Glad there's some good photos here. You know what I mean? Not. I think there was one year where there was like a Dark Knight Returns figure like on the shelf with like a bunch of Marvel comics behind it.
I do remember that. Yes.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Half nerd, half turd. Excellent.
Damn.
These are the greatest.
Scruffy
names.
looking turd herder. That's what they call him.
Terrorific toys.
Terrorific.
Okay, there we
Man.
go.
Terrific, but
That's a good one. Yeah.
I like the light. Nice.
Yeah. They picked a few winners from like different sources. So there's
Oh, nice.
one guy from Facebook here, Corey
That's pretty
Christopher.
good. That's
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, they did say they would that you could post on any of the platforms, so that's cool.
Right. Here's a couple of twits. What are they
Oh,
called?
yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah, people who are on Twitter are twits.
That's me.
Here's the Sunny Channel, who is known from, I think, the Enablers Discord. I believe I know him from.
Yes.
Sunny Channel.
Correct.
Yeah, he's pretty, well known.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey Benson.
All right.
Go down to the Agent Gomez one, real quick.
Yeah, that was Toy Punch Chicago.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I know that guy.
Good one. Yeah. Got quick pick figures right here.
Nice.
Little Nazi. Little Nas Ferratu X.
Hit the Nas.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, let's take a look at the Doog over here with a very timely photo. Look at that.
Yeah, here it is.
And he got this in like under the wire 3 days ago.
This
Woof.
was the Moon Knight variant, right? This was the second one that came out, right? Okay, yeah. I have the other one that I've opened one time.
Yeah, that's the all white one. This is the exclusive.
All right.
Wow, that's the sick moon you got there.
Very
But
nice.
dude, he shoots a lot of nice close-up clean cropped and contained stuff.
Okay.
Pretty dope.
Real
Congrats
clean.
again to the Doog.
All right, so that's Mezco.
That's it.
Congratulations to all of those winners. What we got next? What we talking about?
G.I. Joe, baby. G.I.
Oh,
Joe.
Yo, Joseph.
Fabio wearing a shirt.
That's
Rapper.
it. Oh my God.
Wow, that looks like our logo.
It does.
Would you believe it?
I'm timely, if nothing.
So the G.I. Joe team had a live stream today, a Fan First Friday, for about 14 minutes and 37 seconds.
Keep it under
Just-
15, boys.
A true surgical strike. Like they did a
That was SEAL Team 6 shit right there.
Yeah. that was Black Ops. Just
Black Ops, that's the.
they went in. They put the entire stream audience. They just put a nice burlap bag over their heads, stuff in the back of a car.
You know what? You know what, Pam?
They literally started the
in a
stream at
burlap
11 a.m.
I counted every turn they took, so I'm pretty sure I know my way back.
Mm.
My God.
I didn't. I don't think I got on the stream until like 11:12 or some shit like that or whatever. So
112.
literally, they were like, "All right, see you next time." I'm like, what the fuck? I had to
Wait, I
rewind.
thought we were taking turns.
How about we were taking turns?
So yeah, they were in and out, but I think everything that they announced or showed, people had already saw. I believe, right? Am I mistaken on that?
No way. Tumax and Zamod, like those are all new.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it
a lot of
didn't.
them, you know.
Didn't we know that was coming though, or we heard rumors? This was the first time we saw the renders, though, right?
I don't know. The only rumors I ever trust are Todd's. So rectangular,
That's true.
It's rectangular to you,
yeah.
sir.
He's
rectangular.
never had a news video on GI Joe, so
Exactly. Until Todd makes videos on GI Joe, I don't know shit.
Yeah.
all right. Well, I feel like
Hopefully-
that the leak that those were coming came out months ago, but we just didn't really have the official confirmation. So yeah, they showed us a bunch of renders of the twins. This is gonna be really dope.
Zamod.
Yep. And
Damn,
they're
they got the Cobra crotch, huh?
Hell yeah, he does. Look at that.
Oh, it's
Cobra
great.
Cod piece.
That cod piece is something else.
I love that they are in their cartoon accurate gear, I guess, as accurate as it can be. I think it is.
Hey man, Boog, don't shoot the messenger here.
Nah.
Tell me those heads wouldn't make a good morph.
Yeah.
That looks like Tom Cruise.
Kind of does look like Tom Cruise a little bit too.
Give him some black bags under his eyes, you know? You're morphing it.
Put him on that
You're
Iron Man 2 couch.
more-
You guys do going.
Yeah, man, it's morphing.
Up and
It's
down the
morphing
couch
time
and
at that
shit.
point. Come on.
This must have been such a fun thing to digitally render, as far as I know, because you just hit the mirror button and look, you just got a whole new figure.
Yeah, these look good. I hope they look as good when they come to production. But yeah, really excited about these. Me and my brother as kids, this was our shit. So I'm gonna have to get him a gag gift. I'm gonna have to buy him these.
Hell yeah.
My brother's not into toys, but it's all good. And then this was Stalker. Am I right?
Yeah,
Old stalker, baby.
No.
Look at him.
pretty sick.
Yeah, that looks good.
Look at that Shema action. That's some good
Yeah.
Shema action.
Very true.
That's an A1 shawl.
For sure.
Or an Afghan. Afghani?
Afghan?
Afghanistanians?
Afghanistanians?
Number one culturally sensitive podcast.
I'm gonna stick with Shema because it's fun to say.
It's Afghanistanimation.
This was the style for like a hot minute, you know. So a lot of people in urban areas with these
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Many a urban individual
Yeah.
have been wearing this for years
Yeah.
now.
Yep. But yeah, he looks good. And this, I guess, if the shawl thing. Sorry, guys. I guess if the shawl is removable, this could be a nice little like troop builder
Yeah.
body, right?
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
That thing's got to be removable.
I think they said this was a new kind of like fatigues body or something.
Hmm.
That's
I wonder
fantastic.
when they're gonna give us the generic GI Joe trooper. So,
They're saving that for
There's
last.
no way the scarf isn't removable. I mean, you just pop the head off and slide it right on over, right?
I mean, I hope so. I hope it's like pegged in the back, and you could take it off. But yeah, this would be a nice troop building body.
Damn.
I'm just honestly shocked that we're sitting here and Fabio didn't say cloth goods swap out.
Well, because I know the mezco version will have it eventually.
Oh, God. Here we go.
20 years
Yeah.
from now.
And they figured out 112 frills action right here.
Oh,
His head sculpts look really, really good, man. I hope they come out looking this good when it's all said and done. This guy looks like somebody's angry dad coming to school.
Yeah, that flavor saver is something else.
I hope the real figure is as racially ambiguous as this render.
I know, right? This guy is everybody. He's Dominican. He's black. He's Indian.
Yeah, I can see that.
Crazy.
This guy low key looks like my uncle.
It's like very
Mine
good.
too. Shit.
I love how the mustache is at like the same downward angle as the brows.
That's it. You got to keep it consistent, baby.
This is the uncle. This is the uncle at every party.
It's very
that
hard to
makes
tell
me
his
feel like home.
ethnicity, especially with that very nicely put together mustache and eyebrows. He could actually be Dominican, but he could also be Indian. I don't know, man. It's great.
He's something.
Well, how about
He's definitely
this one?
working at the front desk of a motel. I'll tell you that.
We gotta swap out his hat, put a bellhop hat on him. What's going on here? Didn't we get her already?
This is no bike.
No bike?
No bike?
I think
no
they
bike.
said they alluded to this being part of the retro carded.
Okay, so the more classic
Yeah.
costume. Okay, got it.
The next few are kind of that as well. So yeah, shiny, cool, no bike, like you said. Glasses, dope. What about her?
Yeah, this is a more cartoon accurate look for her, I believe.
Did she always have double jointed elbows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the real like draw when they first introduced her, because this was before Hasbro had announced their double jointed female elbow.
Yeah.
I don't mean to offend whoever it was, but somebody was like, it wasn't bad or anything. Like they were having a little back and forth. Like that Lady J moves way better than the Mayfex Catwoman, and I told him he was smoking crack. Absolutely
Broken
no way.
windows.
No other reason.
Broken windows activities. It's not. No way, man.
So yeah, I think she's part of that kind of more retro repaint look as well.
Yeah.
See, I like you guys rely on Mr. Rectangular for your Marvel Legends leaks. I rely on my friends at A Toy Kind of Mood for anything G.I. Joe, and they're still working on their recap of this. So I would know more, but here I am, number one G.I. Joe podcast. Until theirs.
So that's on y'all.
Well,
They only had,
you know what? I'm still shouting them out though. Everybody should definitely check that out. It'll be way more thorough than what we're doing here.
The stream was only 15 minutes. They could have got something out like 2 hours
That's
ago.
true. Well, these are working men, and I mean men.
Top men.
You know, G.I. Joe.
Got
Got you. Yeah, she looks good. I mean, the more accurate colors, right? The different hat. She's got a new hat.
Also
New hat,
racially
new wrist.
ambiguous. She could be Puerto Rican.
True.
Oh yeah, she could be Mexican. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lady J. You know, what's
You're
J?
very exotic looking. Was your dad a GI?
Was your dad a GI?
Yeah. There we go. What about the relaunch of the classic O-ring figures?
Oh my god, my favorite.
Oh,
What is this? Oh shit!
oh.
Are these the ones with the rubber bands
Okay.
or no?
That's what they're trying to allude to.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that they're still using a fucking rubber band, though.
Bro, I don't know, man.
I don't
put it
know,
past
but
them.
it is that style. Yeah, these are the OG, figures. And,
I played with these when I was a kid, not because I'm old, just because I was fucking poor, and this is all we had.
I had bootlegs of these for sure.
Oh, yeah. I got this in like a pack with Shrek and Iron Man.
It's part of the Sense of Right Alliance.
That's true.
Right alliance.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. We got something to talk about in Legends.
Oh man, Sense of Right is coming.
And then with that, so that's a troop builder pack, an officer, and a regular guy. Should have been 2 regulars, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, would have made sense.
Yeah, but anyway.
That's how they get you.
What about a commander and a duke?
All right.
There you go. Look at the neck on this duke, though. My God.
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah,
dude,
What does that neck do?
skipping out on PT, man. What the hell?
Jeez.
That's prime Kurt Angle neck right there.
Oh my God. Yeah.
He's
Or lack thereof.
The lack thereof, yep.
Yeah. He's winning Olympic medals with a broken freaking neck like this.
Broken freaking neck.
And then back to classified. How about that same, old classique, Destro with eyebrows.
Where's the smiling head sculpt?
Yeah,
That's
come on,
mezco
guys.
exclusive.
That was Mexico. Yeah, this Destro looks like it's going to be really cool too. I'm assuming that they were going for the more retro, classic cartoon look here too.
Yeah,
Um,
eyebrows.
but we didn't have eyebrows on the other one.
No,
Really?
no,
Yes, sir.
Really?
Believe it or not.
no.
Vote on there.
We had to be left to imagine how
Molly,
they would be arched.
you're
I gotta
locked
go.
in for this one now.
All right, I'm echoing. I don't know who that is. Rick, is it you?
Might be me.
Maybe
let's
me,
see.
but what about this guy?
Gung Ho. Again, another more cartoon accurate look for Gung Ho. This was a big point of contention, I guess, with the with Valaverse. That's why they had put out that little expansion pack with the proper hat and vest and whatever. I don't know if this was a response to that or not, but I mean, I guess they had always had intentions of doing the retro line. But yeah, he might have them under pressure a little bit. I don't know. I don't know.
Are these the right
But,
colors for him?
I don't know that this is the right colors though. Like, I'm really trying to remember back to the cartoon.
Yeah,
I feel like
this is
supposed
the
to be-
Village People variant, huh?
or I feel like it's supposed to be army green though. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they got the hat right, but not the rest. I don't know what's going on here.
Don't you guys love the fact that DC wants less guns and this guy comes with fucking grenades on his tits? This is crazy.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's definitely wearing green and like just regular green fatigues and stuff.
All right, maybe there was a variant color that came.
Yeah, it's looking
out
like
back
it's a 50th anniversary variant type deal.
Okay.
This is when he goes to the snow with the kids.
I think it's the 40th year anniversary of G.I. Joe, though, right? Isn't it?
You guys are looking so cute in your little hats.
Well, we're being told that it's the right color.
Really?
Excuse me? My
It's just a
knowledge
normal
of G.I.
G.I.
Joe
Joe
is E-Bombs World PSA, so
I mean, honestly, I should be ashamed because G.I. Joe was actually my shit as a kid. This is what really actually got me into collecting as a kid or whatever. So I should be a little ashamed that I don't remember some of this stuff. But yeah.
Okay, so it's the OG figure, not the cartoon look.
Got
that makes more
got
sense. Hell yeah, live corrections. Let's go.
Yeah, you love it.
I love it. Yep. So yeah, I think that was it. I think that was everything. That was their 15 minutes of fame.
Beautiful.
Wait, there was more. There was more.
Was it?
Yeah. What about Boom, baby?
Oh, a 3-pack. Yes. Okay.
Well, damn.
So yeah, Vipers 3-pack, I guess. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
What's the difference between? Oh, I guess you just get 2 of one version and then one other one. I don't know what's going on here.
Kind of crazy that they're going full Afghan mode, huh?
Well,
Yeah,
they
I
already
was thinking that too.
the original Viper
Four
came with
different Afghans.
the original Viper came with the little scarf thing too, and that was definitely removable.
Maybe it like, I don't know. Here's the Gung Ho real quick.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
So like, there's some other ones that look more green for sure, but this one is like, boom. There you go.
In the 80s with the guns, baby.
Yep. All right. Yeah, these are cool. So army
The,
kind of big army builder pack. No, they've done a 2-pack, I guess, right?
nah, this is the first time they did a multi-pack for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like when I came on the stream, this was like one of the last things that they were showing, and I feel like I remember her saying this was the first time they did a multi-pack.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
But yeah, these are I own maybe 2 Vipers, and they are very good figures, very nice figures. So this should be a welcomed addition.
Bo Big saying the first Vipers had rolled up sleeves as well. Is that a thing?
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Good.
With the sleeves rolled up.
Mhm.
Isaiah goggles, huh?
These are the chef Vipers, you know.
Cooking.
You know. It's always a dirty front, clean sleeves, right? Ratatouille.
All right, so that was it for G.I. Joe Fan First Friday. I was wrong. There were a few new reveals. Well, I guess really all new reveals, I guess.
I was gonna say I don't think we've seen any of these.
All
Official.
new as far as the classified stuff, but a couple of them are, of course, like redone characters.
Mhm.
Pretty much all of these are redone characters.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, man. I'm always amazed by people complaining about like repaints or reuse molds and stuff in the toy game. Like, yo, that is what it's been for 70 years. Like, that's never gonna change. That's how it is. Like,
Well, I don't know, man. I've seen some pretty smart people in these Facebook groups that seem to know what they're talking about. They could probably run these companies better than whoever's been
Absolutely,
doing it
Fabio.
for years.
You are right.
Well, ain't that the truth?
I'm just saying.
yeah, a pretty tight showing. That's,
Can't trust the experts these days. That's all I'm saying.
All they care about is
Peer-to-peer
money.
Facebook group information trading. That's the way you get to the truth.
Yeah.
All right. So that was G.I. Joe. What else we got?
Next up is Legends, baby.
Oh my God. Do we want to start with the leaks or do we want to start with? Well, let's go with this. We'll lead up to it.
This was announced a while ago, right? But this is the first like official reveal with product in hand, right?
Yeah, then we saw the render.
We saw the render as like whenever they did the fan first Wednesday, I think it was their last one was a fan first Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, I believe, or maybe that weekend, they had like something for Hasbro Post Premium members, sort of like a private sort of stream. I think they had Pharaoh Monch on there, and they had some other celebrity on there, I believe.
Oh, that's right.
And then-
Yes, I do remember.
The one where they had the comic artist to reveal the null and all that.
Well,
Oh, they had
private
the
stream
guy
was-
from the
was
Black Eyed
separate.
Peas.
Yes, yeah. Well, no. That was on the actual stream, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
But anyway, they revealed this Spider-Man and the X-Men animated series, Mr. Sinister, on that private stream, the renders, and then we didn't see the actual figure until now, I guess. So we knew that it was coming, but they revealed this via, I guess, their Instagram page and Darius's Instagram page, and then I guess he did a review as well, right? There was a review?
Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't see the review.
He did a review on Black Suit Spider-Man, not this.
No.
No, you're incorrect.
No, he did a review on this.
Okay,
These are
okay.
his
Outside
these
of
are
this, yeah.
these are his pictures, and he did a video.
Oh yeah,
review
of course,
as
I
well.
knew that.
Hold on, man.
Who watched the review?
I did.
How's the figure?
It's good, man. I can't believe that those arms are so articulated. Kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? This is not very
the
Hasbro.
hell?
Like, shout out to Dwight on this one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So every point of articulation, yeah, they bend and rotate.
Yeah, the 3 points of articulation. Pretty crazy.
Nice.
The
Very nice.
only real complaint Darius had is the same that I would have, is that he didn't come with any open palms.
Ooh.
Really? Oh.
Well, he doesn't need them because he just uses the spider legs to crawl on the walls.
There's a lot of
man.
iconic moments where he has like his palms open.
Yeah, you got to have all three hands for a Spider-Man figure. They know this by now. Come
Yeah,
on,
what is up
bro.
with that? Like they like missed the mark on excluding one of the three like pillar hand positions.
Every time, without a doubt, it's like if it's not like the Pizza Spider-Man or that retro one, there's always like one of the three missing.
Oh, that's disappointing. However, I do feel like the red on this costume, although it is a little shiny, you might be able to use one of the old Captain America hands or something like that.
Oh, true.
Uh,
Not bad.
I don't quote me on that, but yeah, that's cool. We still don't know how this is coming though, right? Did he say like if it was a Walmart exclusive or Walgreens or anything like that?
No, not that I noted.
No further information on release date.
Okay. Because the past reveals that they've done, actually, you know what? I take that back. I don't know if Just J Hernandez said how that Black Suit Spider-Man was coming.
I don't believe you did either.
When he
I
had
don't
it,
think
no, but we theorized that it was going to be part of the retro line.
Okay, we didn't, and Unparalleled Universe definitely didn't know how Cap was coming either.
Yeah,
right?
he did, because his came in package.
Okay, all right. I knew about Doctor Strange. They did give me the details to say that it was going to be part of Walmart Collecticon or whatever. So I don't know. I guess we got to wait. I guess we can go into the leaks from here because that will give us a little more insight on how we think this might be coming, actually. But yeah, they made it a point to note that those pictures, like the effects and stuff like that, don't come with the figure. Clearly, those look handmade.
The main thing is that on the 20th of every month of this year, because it's the 20th anniversary of Marvel Legends, they'll be doing a reveal.
So yeah,
Oh,
every
damn.
20th of the month, we're gonna get a new reveal. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, we had talked about the Pixie. I don't know if maybe they got this out to him like with a little bit of time for him to do the pictures and do the review and stuff like that. But this all seemed kind of rushed to me. I don't know. But this whole, I'm surprised that they had the stand showing, and I don't know. These pictures just look like they weren't the best quality to me. I don't know what happened here. But yeah, I'm excited for the figure though, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yes. So there was leaks, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Rectangular did reach out and say that he had some stuff on his video that we didn't, that Boog and that, I guess, that update video that you had done on your channel.
Yeah, there was some
there
stuff
that you had mentioned.
Yeah, there was some stuff that he mentioned that I didn't, and I think maybe vice versa too.
Yeah, so if everyone, if you want to go straight to the source, go check out Rectangular's video to know, the full breakdown.
The hold on, did I send you guys the? There's like a little graphic with the breakdown actually. Didn't I send it to you?
I don't believe so.
Hold on, let me drop it in the chat right now.
Yeah, I'm looking for the leaks I sent you guys because I sent you guys those.
You sent it? Hold up, you're Todd?
Oh, here you go. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So these, once again, I don't know. Maybe we should throw up a spoiler tag or something for these because.
Why?
Well, for people who don't want to know what's
it's been out for a week already.
They want to go off the actual reveals, All
right. Show me the graphic.
All right. It's the new wave.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this thing.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Let me find the graphic. This fucking guy.
Probably something to do with like kind of that Infinity Saga line. They're kind of refreshing some you know them, you love them sort of looks from the Marvel Universe. So, here's another chance. And perhaps from the next Avengers movie, which is now officially confirmed to be Avengers Union Legend.
Union Legend.
That's it.
That sounds tight.
And even though it says Titan Hero Power Effects, you might think those are 12-inch figures, but no. They've now been incorporated into the Marvel Legends series.
Look at
now,
that.
when you put your Marvel Legends figures together, they have the power effects.
We thought the arms on this Iron Spider that just were revealed were articulated. Look at those, man.
Look at this, man. And you got a fourth one. So more bang for the buck right there.
Mm-hmm. And you got a Green Lantern effect in there, too.
Right? Exactly. Is that what that is? Dang.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Everybody's going to be in this next movie.
I sent the photo. Bring up the thing. Look at that Captain America.
Well, Cap's going back to his nomad look. That's good to know.
Oh my god.
And then here's Thor.
They just get progressively worse. Like, this is very funny.
What about Iran Man?
Iran Man.
He comes with an orange lantern. He would.
Makes sense.
I get it. They're Infinity Stones. They each come with an Infinity Stone.
Oh,
what a gimmick!
Okay. That makes sense.
All right. And then Hulk is the worst.
Jesus.
You can see more of his feet than anybody else. He's like easily the smallest figure.
They get smaller and smaller, and Hulk is the smallest figure.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's his new catchphrase. You didn't hear? He yells, "Hulk is smallest there is."
Oh no.
Yeah, so shout out to the Marvel Legends brand team for trying to keep this under wraps, but can't hide it from us.
It's true. We are sleuths.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Thanks. I was killing some time. Here we go.
All right. So this past week we got a news update from Rectangular. Somebody had actually shared this with me like a day or so before all the other like influencers started putting out the information, and I had like pondered on whether I wanted to do anything or not, and then Rectangular put up a video outlining some of this information. So this was stuff that was rumored for a while, and I guess we got some more solid information because this is information coming directly from the retailers, apparently, as far as like the solicits or the like pre-order information for this year. So Iron Spider, I'm sorry, Future Foundation Spider-Man is up there at the top of the list. I didn't even actually mention Future Foundation in my video, even though I did show this full list. But Future Foundation Spidey is one that I've been clamoring for a while, and he was at the top of, or he was on a short list of figures last year that I wanted for this year, I believe. Oh no. Of 2019 for 2020, maybe? No, 2020 for 2021. I don't know. I've had him on a list for a while, but Future Foundation Spider-Man, I felt like would be a good gateway to those costumes for the Fantastic Four and possibly other younger Future Foundation members like Valeria and the son. Franklin Richards, and maybe a new Dragon Man. And I talked about this many, many times over the past 2 or 3 years, how we could probably get a new Dragon Man, but it wouldn't be the foe of the Fantastic Four. It would be the sort of Dragon Man that is part of the Future Foundation. He is now a good guy and an android working with all of the kids and all of those like brainiacs over there. Might be our road to a new very small sort of kid buck for Marvel Legends. So this is one to watch out for. And we haven't had a Future Foundation Spider-Man since the, I guess this was the Epic Heroes Day or right before that time, whatever that imprint was before that. And he was large, really oversized with oversized hands. So
yeah, wasn't he a variant for the big time?
Yes. Or was it the other way around? Was the big time?
Something like that.
But yeah, so we are long overdue for a Future Foundation Spider-Man. Hopefully he'll be on this new Superposable Spider-Man Buck or whatever. So that should be cool. And then number 2, Iron Spider. We just saw the reveal for that on Darius's channel with the review and everything. So we know that is certain. And then we're supposed to be getting a Spider-Man and Spinneret 2-pack. Now, I wasn't even hip to Spinneret. Rick put me on to the fact that Spinneret is Mary Jane from another universe where Spider-Man, Mary Jane, and their daughter are all superheroes, basically. Superhero and heroines. So, yeah, this is Mary Jane in a very unique costume and Spider-Man. So I don't know if that will be another opportunity to get a sort of classic kind of costume for Spider-Man for any of you folks that missed out on the retro-carded, single-carded Spider-Man. And then we're supposed to be getting a Ned and Peter 2-pack. This is from Homecoming.
Very nice.
Rectangular speculated that the backpack that Ryan teased a while ago would be part of this set in some way. Makes sense. Could be for sure. Ned and Peter have backpacks.
Can we talk about what an absolute W of a year, of a 12-month span Poncho's having? Because we just got Kingo, and now we're getting a Filipino Marvel Legend. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's go.
This guy's taking home the W.
Let's go.
That's true.
All
And I'll
I'm
have
saying
a
is
Wong
that
soon
two-pack-
too. With my
That
fucking
2-pack better
heads up on
come
that
with
guy.
a Lego Death Star accessory.
Can you imagine?
Wow. That would be interesting. It'd be nice if we had like a removable hairpiece for Ned. That'd be lit.
Oh, make him bald? Okay. He goes from Ned to Jacob. Unreal.
It probably is. He'll just have the big like slot in his head from where it pegs him.
Right.
So slot in his head.
Jesus Christ.
Reach, brother.
We supposed to be getting Penny Parker and Spider-Man Noir 2-pack. So how that's going to work, I'm not sure. Maybe this will be some super huge deluxe box set where it's Penny Parker and the Spider-Bot and Spider-Man Noir.
Oof.
But I'm assuming that this is to complete our Into the Spider-Verse team from the first movie that every company is still trying to complete the team for, basically. So this will be the last two characters, or last three possibly, that we need to complete that crew. And then we know for certain that No is coming. We got the reveal for No during the Hasbro PostCon. In fact, Donnie Cates himself came on to reveal No, who was the co-creator of No. And we know that Venom played a huge part in The King in Black. He was like the central figure aside from his son, who I actually talked about in an update video. And this, again, may be another way for us to get a child size, a kid size buck. But yeah, Venom is supposed to be part of a 2-pack with No, apparently. This may be an opportunity for us to get Venom on the Hasbro PostCon Venom buck without the Spider-Man the Animated Series cell shading. So that should be interesting. Yeah, this will be a very deluxe box set because 2 pretty large figures in one box set would be pretty awesome. That is going to be a $75, $80 set probably.
Yeah. That'll be like the Thanos 3-pack.
It'll be like this Ironmonger and Obadiah Stane 2-pack.
Yep.
You know?
There you go.
So, and then we're supposed to get a 1970s show Spider-Man. Now, people are not sure if that means Japanese Spider-Man or what's the other guy? Hammond? What's his name?
Yeah, he was super mad. He was super mad that he wasn't included in No Way Home.
Was he?
Yeah, there's like an article about how he was like disappointed that they didn't contact him. Like, dude, what are you talking about? Get out of here.
Hilarious. So yeah, we're not 100% sure. Todd says it's Spider, however you say it, the Japanese
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And but other people are saying that it's the other dude. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And then we're supposed to be getting a Toby Spider-Man, which is supposed to be a Target exclusive. So people are boiling mad about that already. We know for certain that they're not going to pass up the opportunity to give us a brand new Marvel Legends Toby and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man figures. So this has got to be true in some capacity. We don't know that it'll be a Target exclusive or if it'll be part of some type of wave or whatever the case may be. But yeah, Toby Spider-Man, even if it is a Target exclusive, it'll probably drop alongside some wave. Maybe that's usually how they do those things. But also supposed to be getting a Lizard, which is supposed to be a Walmart exclusive, which has people doubly mad. And we don't know if this is Lizard from No Way Home or if this will be a comic-based Lizard and giving people another opportunity to get Lizard. Some people don't even want the last Lizard Build-A-Figure another shot at that. They want a brand new comic-based Lizard. I'd have to assume though that we're going to be getting Lizard from the movie. I think that's the safe bet, honestly.
They already have the bug. I mean, that was under Hasbro, and they reused it for Sauron, so it's in the rotation.
Yes.
You know what I broke out the other day? The old, I guess that was Toy Biz, but Ultimate Lizard. I don't see too many people with that figure. He looks kind of dinosaurish too. I might have to break him out for a size comparison.
Wants to turn everybody into dinosaurs.
Yeah. And then finally, we're supposed to be getting a Spider-Woman and Silk 2-pack. Now, we've had a couple different Spider-Woman figures in the past. We've had a couple different Silk figures in the past. Don't really know what's going to be the deal in terms of how these costumes look. I think Todd showed a picture of like Silk's like original costume where she just has like spider webbing around her like breast, but it's just like Legends is not doing that. You could forget about that shit. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see if any of this is actually true. But I would have to assume that Iron Spider and Null being on the list and mixed in with all of this stuff, and again, this information coming mostly from the retailers, that we could probably bet on this stuff. Now, there was also a mention that this may be some type of 60th anniversary celebration for Spider-Man. So I don't know if there's a 60th anniversary wave, or this is just like a bevy of different Spider-Man things coming out because it's the 60th year anniversary. There was also one other mention of like an Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, which is like the first appearance of Spider-Man, which the last time we had that figure was way back in the Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave from Toy Biz.
Oh, yeah. I was
So
thinking of the Spider-Man Classics one.
we might be getting, that look with Spider-Man with the webbing under his arms. So that should be pretty interesting as well. It's going to be a Spider-Man heavy year, 2022. We got the 20th anniversary of Marvel Legends, 60th anniversary of Spider-Man. So
20th anniversary of the Spider-Man Tobey Maguire movie too.
Okay. So yeah, I mean some milestones here. So I and again, like these guys mentioned a little while ago, the 20th of every month we're supposed to be getting some type of reveal. So I'd assume that some of these things will be one of those days, and I think that they will continue to use some influencers to reveal these things. So look to
what makes you say that?
Huh?
Nothing.
You said what makes me say that? I mean, it's just a hunch. So yeah, I'd look to your favorite YouTuber or Instagrammer and stay tuned for some more information about this stuff. We will keep you updated. That's it for Legends. Where we at?
Why don't we move on to another legend of the industry, Todd McFarlane.
Oh yeah.
Oh baby.
What's happening with Todd?
What isn't happening with Todd? When is something not happening with Todd? The man just doesn't stop. My goodness. We've talked about a few of these things. We talked about the new Robin. This is the pre-orders went live for this new Endless Winter Build-A-Wave.
We talked about this too.
We did, yeah. And then we've seen the Titan Joker, but that's up for pre-order now as well. The details and all that. Looking mega fig. Some glow-in-the-dark elements to it, like the black light on the green. So, there you go. But, newest things, that new. How about a couple new Batmans? You love it when he does Batmans. How about some more?
Oh my god, did you see that Superman's pose and face?
I think
what the hell was that?
You want to start there? All right, we can start there.
Look at that. That looks like the guy that Filipino Superman. You know what I'm talking about?
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
That guy who like altered himself?
Dude, his widow's peak is about to touch his eyebrow. What is up with that hairline?
Damn, that is a crazy widow.
Okay, we've talked about 5 heads. This is a 3 head. A 2 head.
So 3 head?
So 2 heads.
This is a 2 head. But yeah, that's weird. And this is supposed to be Ultraman, from the Crime Syndicate.
Wow.
There you go. Superman of Earth 3.
Yeah, man, I need that Build-A-Figure, but fuck these figures for real.
Yeah, the Star figure is incredible, but yes, looks like a pretty much a retooled of the Superman, but now with this new giant diaper.
Genius.
See this?
And he's got the old mouse. He's got like a mouse on his waist there.
Yeah, what's going on there? And then there's There he is.
What a pose.
There's part of the Starro Build-A-Figure wave, and he comes with a little mini Starro, too. You can wrap around his chest. Very cool, Todd. Thank you.
The mini Starro looks high.
Yeah, man. That thing is
Yeah, this is a little
absolutely
drowsy.
busted.
Here's Batman of Zuranar. Or is it Zuranar? The Pirate Universe Batman.
Christ.
We're going full Nemo.
Yeah, here is... I mean, I think DC Multiverse did this when it was under Mattel, too. So this is, well, you know, just one of those alternate universe Batmans of comic lore. It does look good, though. Honestly, it's probably the best looking of at least these two so far.
That sculpting is not very Todd-like.
Yeah.
When you go to the close-up, it looks like really like Play-Doh-ish. Damn,
Yeah.
look at those knock knees.
My
Jeez.
God. Yeah.
Like a newborn lamb.
So there's the Batman. Not enough Batman, though. How about we continue with some Dark Detective? Ooh. Edgelord Batman.
Whoa. Look at
Because
that
now-
diaper.
This is like Storm the Capitol Batman. With this gear, I don't know.
He's got the diaper ready, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, with these big shin guards or whatever.
No. They didn't have any diapers when they stormed the Capitol. They just took the shit out and put it on the walls.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know what
yeah.
you're talking about. They look like a bunch of babies to me.
And then this is I think Luke Fox, right? Batman.
And he's got the pinkies out. A very fancy fellow.
Oh my God. Look at this. It is literally popping out of the socket right here. Look at this.
Jesus Christ.
Bro. What is happening with these sculpts? It's like they just getting worse and worse.
This whole like having a new sculpt for every single figure is really working to their detriment. Like it's not what you'd think it would be.
This is the opposite of like, I mean, there's clever reuse when they do it with like the Lex Luthor. That was cool when they give you the power suit one and then the the dark side looking one. But with this, it's hard to reuse it for anything other than just this in another color or without color so that you can apparently paint it yourself.
Jesus. Artist proof.
Yeah. More like artist repellent. Am I right? Let's go.
Fabio, you sly son of a gun.
But yeah. There you go. 2 new Batmans for your multiverse of Batmans. What do you think you can build a bigger collection of at this point? Spider-Man variants or Batman variants?
Oh,
I don't know, bro.
he's going
about
for the world record.
the thing about the Batman shit is like it's a lot of like concept shit and this and that. Like at least the Spider-Man costumes for the most part in the modern day are comic accurate variants of shit that actually occurred. Like I feel like some of this Batman shit is just some like somebody's nephew like, yeah, put Batman in a fucking orange trench coat and like I don't understand. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a DC comic reader, so I could be wrong. I don't know.
I'm sure these have source material for sure, but I guess there isn't a canonical, not completely contrived reason for why all these Spider-Mans belong on a shelf.
Yeah, you know what? It is odd that he's not done like his most iconic looks, really.
These are all modern looks for Batman.
Yeah, all
too.
modern and like he picks like the modern, far out ones for sure.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I mean, like, it makes sense that he would pick the modern stuff. Like, that's what's current, right? I mean, like, it's no different than like when we were kids and like all those weird like animated series figures came out, and then shit that didn't even exist came out. Arctic Gear, Batman, some shit.
Yeah. I mean, they've
Arctic
done that
Batman.
type of shit for every type of line. We had all of those like WoW Ninja Turtles and shit back in the day that they actually still doing in terms of Ninja Turtles. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. This guy is like half stylish. His arms are showing and shit. Like, what type of warrior is he? What's going on?
Another
He had to
case of
roll his
rolling up
sleeves
the
up, dude.
sleeves. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I guess Kyle Howes to jump the gun on his super chat. Thank you. He's saying $5. He's saying the battle between Batman, Spider-Man, and Iron Man for how many variants you can have will rage on forever. And that's true.
It's true. I'm going through my bins right now, and I'm finding Iron Man variants I didn't even know I fucking bought.
And those actually make sense too. I mean, I guess with Batman you could do these are different suits, but with Iron Man's you can have multiple of them on a shelf, and they could just be empty suits of armor. With Batman, it pretty much always looks like there's a guy underneath there. And then with Spider-Man, yeah, just the Spider-Verse is a thing, but as Batverse happened, I know there are all these Batmans of the multiverse, but has a big, crazy crossover where they all stepped out of portals and beat up a vampire or whatever happens in Spider-Verse.
Man, it's like
Spider-Geddon where they beat up a vampire. Excuse me.
I really wouldn't. I got
my Spider-Apocalypses wrong.
I really wouldn't mind all these Batmen. I mean, we've given a lot of brands the pass. You do the modern stuff because that's what people like now, and you could do the classic stuff whenever, and it's always going to be classic. Definitely understand. But man, just the quality of these figures and the strange articulation and the weird cuts in articulation too. It's just man, like I wouldn't mind these if they would pose in any capacity really. Like I don't think I've ever gotten a McFarlane figure where it doesn't move like a brick. Like it's just I don't know, man. I don't know. He's got a. I mean, I'm sure he won't because he's making enough money doing it the way that he's doing it now. But he's got to figure something out, man.
I mean, yeah, the idea is that he is doing these modern looks. I mean, as far as selling these at a comic shop next to the source material, you're not going to do better than that.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, definitely understand the idea that, the classics are always going to be the classics. You can do them whenever.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, Matt, got to do better in the articulation and the way that you cut the articulation too. And
they do feel very, designer in the sense that they're each based on a look from a comic, so each one is has its own kind of designer to it originally, but it's also Todd kind of interpreting it. But I don't know, I'm with you, Boog. There's something weird about, I don't know, I feel like you just need one definitive Batman for your display and then you build the universe around him, whereas like Spider-Man, just one Spider-Man's the beginning. You can have all these Spider-Mans and they're all pretty distinct, I guess. I don't know.
Like can you believe that this line has no like standard Catwoman? It has no standard Poison Ivy, no standard Mr. Freeze. Like how insane is that? Like these are like essential characters. It's just it's so strange.
I would love it more if he did not DC Multiverse, but like a DC Universe Classics sort of line, a sub-line of this, and we have our modern, DC Multiverse, and then a DC Universe Classics from McFarlane, and that's where you get looks like that. Kind of like even what DC Essentials was doing towards the end. And I know McFarlane's bringing the DC Essentials back, but it's like the DC stuff that was like the end of DC Essentials before DC Collectibles completely shut down. But the DC Essential stuff, the few waves before that, had a lot of like very classic looks, mainly because they were all just kind of repaints of the same body. So, with that, you got a really classic looking like blue Batman, a Superman, a cyborg Superman. You got a cheetah, which is still probably the best cheetah out there.
Super expensive now.
Brainiac, in the green skin and purple like baby Gap tee.
Yeah, Todd's stuff here, it sells. It sells really well. Shit sells out, especially like when it's a store exclusive or anything like that. So, he's making money, so I'm sure he has no fucking interest in switching it up. But I really wish he would, man. Because if his articulation matched like the greatness of his sculpt sometimes, like, man, this line would be really great. But just, I give them a shot all the time. Like 5 or 6 times a year, I buy a figure from Todd, and I'm just every time I'm disappointed. Like, man, why did I do this?
He needs to introduce pinless joints as well.
Hey, man, I know it solves the problem that he complains of. Showing off. There's so many ways for him to hide his articulation that he would want to, but he doesn't do.
And he picks the ugliest like wrist and ankle joints that show that articulation like way more. You can see it a lot on this Superman.
Yeah, the way he does it is like exactly the way he doesn't want it to be. It's very
Look at
strange.
these giant ball joints in what should be like a flesh color anyway, because the sleeve, the cuff is the end of the sleeve, the end of the blue.
It looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like when a baby is wearing like a tight onesie and his like chunk rolls are coming out through the wrist.
Yeah.
It's just strange.
But
good for him making his money. People love this stuff, but it's just, I try, man, but it's just not for me. I mean, I'll definitely take that Starro, but the rest of these figures, no way.
Even then, I'm just like, I'll just wait for the Mezco Superman to come out, and he comes with a little Starro action. So
yeah,
I might not even
definitely pre-ordered that Mezco Superman. That thing is incredible.
Yeah, and this is only 2 figures of this Starro wave, so it doesn't say the other ones, I guess.
Yeah, and we don't even see what that Batman comes with. I don't think, do we? We don't see.
I think this Batman. Yeah, he isn't even part of the Starro wave, so he's just his own thing. And then this Ultraman is the first of this Starro wave, but we don't know what the rest of it is yet.
Don't they show the back of the package there? I can't make out what the fuck's there.
Yeah, nah, I'd say it's blacked out.
It's all blacked out. My God.
Look, it's locked. Like, you gotta pay for the season pass.
A DLC, baby.
Yep. All right. Well, that's it for Mr. McF.
Oh yeah, what's next?
I believe. Let me see. Let me make sure.
Oh yeah, people got that Target Batman, and it keeps breaking on everyone.
I'm sorry, I had to step away for 1 second, but did we see a picture of the full Starro complete?
Just on the back of the package.
Yeah, basically just this right here. Definitely not to scale.
Okay.
Looks like it's gonna be pretty big.
From the picture here, it looks like it's 4 pieces, right? So.
Well, I mean, you could do some MSD stuff with this for sure. You could use the little Tamashi buildings and stuff like that. You can have some fun with this.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, so it's this front piece connects to, the back and then the appendages. So I don't think it'll be articulated.
No, I doubt
not at all. But I mean, at the very least, this is what Todd has been doing okay at, is giving some decent Build-A-Figures.
Here's praying it comes out as a mega fig, and I'll just buy it without getting stuck with 4 McFarlane figures.
You'd think
it will. It ain't you ain't got to pray at all. It's happening.
You'd think you could, but man, it's so hard to get that King Shark, and sometimes even Walmart themselves scalp it. It's so strange. And I know the argument like, oh no, it's not. It's an individual seller, but I've seen that thing at $90, and it says shipped and sold by Walmart. So I don't know what the fuck is going on, but something else, man. Hopefully they do a mega fig, and it's not hard to get or anything,
or they don't give you the full wave in a convenient 5-pack for the holidays.
Exclusive to McFarlane.com. That'll come with an extra artist proof figure.
Oh boy. So now I'm stuck with 6 McFarlane figures. Great.
Everyone's dream.
All right, that's it. What else we got? A little SHF?
For sure.
Okay, well, what is there?
Sorry, I was literally asleep. Oh my God. That's no slight. I'm just very tired.
I could dig it. It's been a pretty long week for me too. But yeah, let's run through these last topics, and then I guess we could save like media shit for next week. I guess.
Sure. Yeah. SHF. Big shout out to the Chamba. This figure is coming out. He famously said on the Toy Migos Discord, I congratulated him. I was like, man, this must be so crazy seeing like your artwork come to life like this. This is nuts. And he's like, well, I didn't design the character. I only drew the comic. And I was like, oh, you only drew the comic, Mr. Humble over here. Incredible.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I only drew it.
Oh, is that all? Oh, I take back my compliment. Never mind.
Come on, Chamba.
So big shout out to Chamba, man.
But yeah, shout out to the Chamba.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, this was really cool. Super tight. Next up.
Back on, baby.
The main takeaway from this week was that Android 21, I know I talked about her last week, but she actually went up for pre-order on the Bandai Namco website. So she's being distributed. We did a little detective work on the A.C.B.A. Discord as well. By the way, join the A.C.B.A. Discord. And we found out that she is going to be like a Tamashii Web exclusive. She'll be sold on the Bandai Namco website because she's part of this Dragon Ball Battle Hour subline, which is basically just characters from the video game making its way into figure form. So first we got Clone Goku, and now we're getting her. And then later on, she'll be sold. So you can get her from the Namco website right now, which is the same website that you got the Clone Goku from. But then there's a new like Japanese website that handles the Japanese distribution of her, which comes out 3 months early. That's live now too, I believe. But if you don't want to do any of those, you can just get it from P Bandai, I think in February, and that comes out at the same time as the pre-order from the Namco website. It's all very confusing. It's fucking crazy. But needless to say, if you want to get her, she's out. Like she's up for pre-order right now. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
And
Dope. Very dope.
Insanely convoluted. My God.
True. And then SHF Rodan from Singular Point was announced. And it definitely looks like Rodan from Singular Point.
Hey, that's him.
That's him.
I see that's up on BBTS right now too.
I'm in a constant love-hate relationship with all these designs from Singular Point. Like, these look goofy as hell, but I somehow love them. I don't fucking know.
Oh, I remember this one. It's Swiss Chard Godzilla, right?
The very one.
Looks like
Swiss chard?
the spring mix vegetable.
Yeah, looks like a summer salad Godzilla.
Yeah.
And I think that about does it for
Jet
SHF,
Jaguar?
right? There's really not much for SHF, but I thought it was
Is that
worth-
Jet Jaguar?
That is a version of Jet Jaguar, unfortunately. Massacred my boy. Oh my god.
He looks like an Astro Boy era animation robot.
A little bit.
This looks like when you're watching an anime and they don't want to call him Jet Jaguar, but they make him kind of look vaguely like Jet Jaguar, but they call him like Jet Cheetah or something.
I get the
it.
design philosophy from it. It's just, I don't know. I just love Jet Jaguar so much. And it's not even like Jet Jaguar is like a cool looking character that they turned into this thing. The original Jet Jaguar looks dumb as hell too. So like, I don't even know what I'm complaining about at this point. So
But the way you described it makes it sound like this is the X-Men Origins Deadpool of Jet Jaguars. All right. Well, he's fighting Rodan. Is that a giant? Is that like a helicopter pieces on his back?
Yeah,
Booster
go
pack,
gadget.
Come on.
Next topic. I don't fucking know.
All right.
Didn't we have some third party ones?
Yes. This bleeds right into third party. So real quick, if you missed out on the Dawson One Punch figures, 5K Toys has all three up for pre-order right now. So that's pretty tight. Little re-releases of the Dawson One Punch, arguably the best One Punch Man available in 1/12 scale. Genos arguable too. Like the Figma Genos is pretty cool. This one is good in its own right.
I personally think it's better than the Figma one. Although
Hell
the
yeah.
Figma one looks more accurate to anime just because that's Figma's thing.
Yes.
Like I say the same thing with My Hero. My Hero, they look much more accurate with Figma, but they don't move even half as well as Reveltech does. So, pick your poison.
Sure. And then, of course, then the re-release of Guru. It's been a while
Garo.
since I've watched or read One Punch. But yeah, these are pretty tight.
Really oddly so. Don't blame me.
Next up, so the reason third party is on the topic list is because there are a couple of third party things being teased right now. I posted all the images in the chat, in the Facebook chat.
Oh, podcast chat.
Yeah, 5K Toys has got some fire right now. This is probably where I'm gonna have to order my ink blotch. The ink blot is very close to coming out, if not now.
5K Toys is legit. Great site.
Yeah, look, it's better in scale with mezco than the previous Felix Toys offering. No. It's the ink blot, dude, from Men of Watch.
Yes.
Humans that watch you.
Humans that watch you.
Genius.
Who watches them, these watchmen? Anyway, that's it for third party, right?
No, I'm waiting for you to pull up the pictures from the Facebook chat. What the fuck?
Wait, I didn't get them.
Yes, you did, bro. Do you listen? Is this a fucking bit? Like, you do this every night?
Oh, I get it, because it's Dragon Ball. Okay, we want to get into that. We want to segue that off of SHF. Okay, I guess that.
Yeah, it's so funny. I will say something, and then you will be all like, yeah, man, did you guys hear that? And you say the same shit. Like, are you fucking with me?
Are you involved in some sort of dare?
So, he's got a mask.
Yeah, so this is the worst shit ever. This is from Dragon Ball Heroes. This is like a thing they do, like a Timebreaker version of these characters. This is Goku Black Timebreaker version. So this is Demoniacal Fit's version that their sculpt. I think so. Like Demoniacal Fit is like synonymous for like throwing out a render and they'll never do it. When it gets to this stage though, it's pretty safe to assume that they'll put these out for sure. This looks cool. I think this is a really cool avenue for Demoniacal Fit to go through. Like, I think Demoniacal Fit has had a tough road in the last 2 years, where virtually every figure they've been teasing for the last like calendar year has just been made by Tamashii Nations. Like they tease like Ginyu Force figures, and they've been teasing Cooler for a while. Then all that shit came out, and then they just had to throw in the towel, I guess, at this point. But I think doing this stuff is so niche, but there is a market for it. Like Heroes is popular enough and for people to want these figures, and the designs are like cool enough to where even if you don't fuck with Heroes that much, like you can admire the designs and want the figures too. So I think it's a cool like little like pivot that they're doing. They don't necessarily have to like find something within the Dragon Ball canon to produce. This is like I said, just niche enough to where they can kind of operate in their own space. Because I think anything they do within the canon of Dragon Ball, like we say on the show all the time, like anything in Dragon Ball is like on the table for Tamashii Nations to make now. It's only a matter of when they'll make it. So like for Demoniacal Fit to waste all this time on like research and development on making a figure that Tamashii Nations will ultimately make 1,000 times better, I can see why they don't want to fucking do that anymore. So this is pretty cool. There was another version of him too where he was in his rosé form. I think I said that earlier. I think that's like 4 images up.
Fancy.
You like to click on that?
All right.
What are you doing? Are you not gonna click on it?
What are you...
Fabio, you're the worst.
Oh, my mic's been off.
Oh my god.
It's on another planet today.
All right, I'm literally looking for it in the chat.
Just like it's like 3 pictures up. Like just press left or right. No.
There you go. No.
No! I'm in a nightmare right now. What is happening?
Pancho, you're still asleep, and this is just your nightmare.
Yo, I had a dream on like Monday. I had like this crazy fever on Monday, and I was having like the most out of this. What are you doing? I feel like I'm reliving it right now. But I was having crazy dreams where like I was like remoting the podcast, but I kept on falling asleep, and it kept on just going off the rails. Like all people would hear was like me snoring or something. They're essentially nightmares of like how I could like fuck up the podcast. There we go. Here we go. This is beautiful. So this right here was the image they teased.
Right next to it, by the way, because I was looking at a picture, not Instagram.
This looks really cool too. I really like the hair sculpt. I mean, like the design is like super tight. I think this is really cool. But hopefully this will just be the same figure, like it'll just be the same shit. There's no reason for these to be 2 separate figures. But they might do it. Who knows? If you want to go over one more, they show off the Vegeta. So they put out their render for this Ultra Ego Vegeta. And who knows if they'll make it. I think it's
Ultra Ego.
Yeah, that's like Vegeta's version of like Ultra Instinct, like his own.
Okay.
It's not the same, but it's like the yin to his yang or whatever.
Yeah, he making a joke, honestly. He loses his eyebrows and he gets purple hair.
Absolutely. So yeah, I think it'd be smarter if they just put out a head sculpt. Like they don't have to put out a whole ass figure, but like, his body type is a little different. Like when he's in the Ultra Ego state. So it could be worth it. And also like they gave us like some behind the scenes in terms of like tooling pricing, and it's like not that much more to just produce a whole entire figure versus just a little bit of it. So that could be why they're teasing like a whole figure instead of just a head sculpt. But it is what it is. And then in the Facebook chat, I posted earlier, like it's what do you call it? It's another third-party thing with a Vegeta in it too. Let's see. Let me see if I can.
I swear I'm looking for it.
It's like all the stuff that he's talking about is by like the Iron Spidey pictures, and
I just go to media to where it's just all of our pictures, so I don't have to scroll through. There we go. Yeah. So this is from Kong Studio, which has put out a couple of figures over the last year or two, and they're all pretty good. Like I really like the Kong Studio figures. Like they famously put out the shirtless Vegeta sometime last year, and that was like a really like hot selling item too. And they're just continuing on with that buck basically. And this is just gonna have a different like upper torso, kind of like a battle damage type deal. And they're doing an Ultra Ego Vegeta too. The color is a little weird. To be fair, like they only recently officially unveiled the actual color of Ultra Ego, the actual like color palette of Ultra Ego Vegeta like a month ago or something. So this might be tooling or like factory samples that they had gotten like, like 2 or 3 months ago, because like, I think, people have known like Ultra Ego Vegeta debuted like a couple of months ago, but he debuted in like the manga, which is only black and white. And then people were just speculating what the colors may have been for like forever up until a month ago. So that might be what's happening here. Because like it really makes no sense for it to be this color. Hopefully they can go back to like the drawing board a little bit. Hopefully they haven't actually started like full production and they can alter that a little bit. But if that's not the case, then kind of sucks. But right next to it is also a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which is something that we saw from Tamashii Nations like, I don't know, Rick, what was it, like 6 years ago now? There was that one That one show where they just showed off mad prototypes that we like clowned on, where they're just like, whatever anybody is working on, just bring it. I don't fucking care.
Just throw it on the fucking table and get them semi-hyped.
They're putting this out. A lot of like independent like customizers on Instagram and Facebook have been putting out their own Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta hair kits. Fairy Tale Customs put out one. And then I think there was another independent guy who put out one as well. So it's cool to see like somebody on a massive production scale put one out. So that's pretty tight too. And that's that. That's that for third party. Right? Yes.
And that's it for the show. Right.
I guess so.
Yeah, we can wrap up, but a few show recommendations, I guess, before we go. What you guys watch this past week? Anything you want to talk about that you saw?
Oh,
did I talk about Peacemaker last week? I don't think I talked about it enough because it's good.
About what?
Peacemaker.
Yeah, we talked about Mega Man. We talked about Peacemaker. Yeah.
This past episode was way better than the first 3.
Yeah.
And not like the first 3 were bad, personally, at least not for me. But
I enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it all. I think it's been pretty funny. I'm not like doing a lot of laughing out loud, but I am acknowledging that things are pretty amusing, and I'm enjoying it. It's basically The Boys DC.
He is amused.
But yeah, I'm enjoying Peacemaker. Anything else that we saw?
I started watching Abbott High. Anybody watching that or no? It's like
Abbott Elementary?
What's that?
Yeah, sorry, not Abbott High. Abbott Elementary, yeah.
Dude, I've been meaning to watch it because that's Quinta Brunson's show, and I think she's pretty funny.
Yeah, so it's really good. It's like a comedy.
It's on what?
It's on ABC, but you can watch it on Hulu.
Got you.
Fantastic.
It's in the same vein of like The Office and Parks and Rec and stuff like that. But like it's just written really well. It's about like it follows this teacher who's in like who works in like an elementary school where they're under budgeted and like underappreciated and stuff, and it's just a really cool show, and it's really funny. I saw the greatest meme on Twitter about it. It was people will say that women aren't funny, but will go and laugh at a whole episode of The Office written by Mindy Kaling. That is the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
There was another one that was similar to that like people will say that they find Mindy Kaling annoying, but she wrote like all of your favorite episodes.
Exactly.
No, it was that somebody was like complaining about Mindy Kaling and about how she was unfunny and how like I love this episode because she wasn't in it. And then Mindy Kaling was like, "Oh yeah, I wrote that episode, so thanks." Fucking idiot. Like it was something along those lines. She was much nicer about it, but she was like, "Oh, thanks, I wrote it." So cool. I'm not funny, huh?
Yeah, check out Abbott Elementary. It's very nice, and it's got the cast is quite nice. Chris from Everybody Hates Chris is in it. And in case you didn't know, he's an adult now. So it's pretty interesting.
Did he turn into actual Kiss? Adult. Chris?
Yeah.
He's just straight up Chris Rock now, right?
It's weird. Like me and my wife were talking. It's like this dude is definitely like a failed clone of Will Smith that they like started in the 90s or whatever, and the tech just wasn't quite there because he just like kind of not even looks like it, but something about like the way he looks now is very much like the way that Will Smith looked like maybe in the last season of Fresh Prince. It's like really hard to explain, but that guy's definitely a failed clone, dog. I am telling you right now.
I know exactly what you're trying to say. It's like when his ears were at an all-time biggest. Like that part of Will Smith's life. Yeah, thanks for saying that it's good. I've been meaning to watch it. The clips all look good, and usually things written by Quinta Brunson I find funny. So I was like, oh man, I gotta check this out.
Yeah, this is peak this is peak, Quinta comedy. This is he got money comedy. It's very good.
Oh hell yeah, man! Yeah, I gotta watch this shit. I'm happy that talking a little boba for if anybody hasn't watched it too bad. I'm glad that we're getting out of that fucking tank. And I love how they announced it. They were like, "You're done with the tank. Don't ever use it again." Like, and she like made it a point to be like, "You don't have to use the tank anymore," or something along those lines. Thank God, man. I'm over this fucking tank.
I didn't see this week's episode yet. I see that, but how was it though overall? This week's episode, was it good?
It's a little more like development heavy, not quite as much like action, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's something that's there's a character that is implied in this past episode that has everybody talking. So we'll see if he ends up showing up. But yeah, that was like the talk of this episode. Like, oh shit, it's like he's gonna show up.
Yeah, I guess this episode did have like a gimmick to it. So when you realize that, it might make it better.
Okay. I see that the newest and final season of Ozark is on tonight on Netflix.
Is it? Oh, I love Ozark, dude. I'm totally upset.
You know, my childhood friend is the fight choreographer for Ozark. So
that's great.
Shout out to Jen
Porter. Back, hell yeah. Okay, I'm 100% watching that when we're done here.
Yeah, I'm watching that tonight as well. I talked about this a little bit with some people, but I also saw on HBO Max Life of Crime, 1984 to 2020. If you want to fucking be like depressed and heartbroken, but also feel good about your own life, then you can watch that. It's a documentary. And the sheer scope of it is nothing short of like amazing. It literally chronicles the life of some like dope fiends that are doing crime to support their habit from 1984 to 2020. Literally, like all footage. It's not a movie. It's a documentary, docuseries. It is pretty fucking remarkable, the scope of it all and the implications of it, and like it's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to process, and like it's pretty graphic. It's raw. It's in your face. It's wow. It's pretty wow. I went to bed and fucking dreamed about the shit, obviously too.
Oh my god,
just awful, but awfully good.
Like you reminisced. You were reminiscing.
No, I mean, it wasn't like nightmares, but it was just, it's a lot to process. It's a lot to like, it might not be some shit you want to watch before bed or whatever, but like,
I'll stick to dramatizations and serialized TV shows about drug abuse. Thank you.
I mean, listen, hey man, if you want to do it that way, then I guess Euphoria is your ticket to that shit. Or whatever.
I was just gonna mention that actually. Euphoria season 2's back, and
I haven't dived back into that yet. I didn't see the 2 like episodes that they put up in between the new season. What is that mandatory viewing?
I don't think so. No, it's just a lot of like talking about the show itself.
Oh, okay. So it's not they're not actual episodes.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. All right.
It's like bonus material because, like, after every episode, at least now in season 2, they do like scenes talking about the episode each time.
Got it. Okay. All right. So a lot of shit to watch. I actually also watched the first episode of something on. Is this HBO too? I think it might be HBO. Station 11.
Oh yeah, I've heard that's good. Yeah, but
interesting.
If you're watching HBO Max, y'all got to check out The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, I love that. This new season started at that too, right?
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah,
that's Danny McBride show, right?
Yeah,
that's filmed here in Charleston.
Is it?
Oh,
that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh,
yeah, actually, I was teasing it like maybe middle last year, but I actually got like pretty far into like the hiring process of the sign shop that did all their production for them. But like I ultimately like turned them down. But like I was like about to go work there and just start producing shit for that show season 2.
Shit.
Love that show. It's just brilliant.
There's an old mall. Like there's a mall like maybe 2 minutes from my house called the Citadel Mall. So it has such a lack of customers that HBO bought out a fourth of that mall and it's their production studio now.
Oh wow. Okay.
So like all the buses from Righteous Gemstones are parked literally 2 minutes from my house. Like it's crazy. And I actually went and
Hollywood flair over there.
I had to like install a sign yesterday, and we went. It was out in this place in Charleston called Monk's Corner, and the house from like the intro of the show, like that long driveway where the guy's doing like all the wheelies on the dirt bike and shit.
Yeah,
we just passed right by it, and we were driving down the road, like all that stuff. And like my coworker. Also, Charleston is so small. Like, it's so fucking crazy. Like, my coworker does irrigation for the director of that show. So he was showing me, like, all the shit around where they were filming and stuff. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then, lo and behold, we're talking about it one day later.
Wow, that's awesome.
Jesus
Christ. But yeah, check it. Reggie James is
Hollywood Punch over there, dude. Regular insider.
I know.
He's jealous, man.
I am, dude. I love the Righteous Gemstones.
Well, Fabio, you know what? I'll trade you. If you want to come and live in the same town where Righteous Gemstones was filmed, I'll trade you for a walk-on role for Star Wars. So,
what's the premise of Righteous Gemstones?
Oh man, it's basically about this evangelical like mega church family, basically. Like it's pure comedy, bro. It's
crazy because here in Charleston, there's a mega church called Seacoast, which we also like. That's our number one customer at the company I work for, and it is a mega church in every sense of the word. It is crazy. Mm-hmm. There's like 6 campuses in Charleston alone, and the main campus is like the size of a hospital. It's huge.
I can imagine. Yo, that listen, man, it's a lot. Again, it's comedy, but obviously comedy's got to be smart to be funny. So it is like, a play on like how this shit actually goes down and how much money really changes hands with these like mega churches and these, rich, like famous pastors and shit like that. That's a lot of fucking untaxed money, bro. Like,
yeah, they keep that shit undercover as much as they can. Like, you can go on YouTube and there's literally like a whole subgenre of like people confronting pastors with like their Bentleys and like their Rolls Royces. Like, why does the church need to fund you to have a Rolls Royce? And then like trying to explain to a camera why they desperately needed the new Phantom. Like, it's just,
and they get evil. They get downright evil when they talk about it, trying to defend it.
Yeah, most of the time they do. They're like, the devil's working through you. You're disgusting. You're like, what the fuck? Like, he's just asking you about your car, man. You don't even have to talk to him. You can just walk away. Like, why are you saying anything?
Did you guys ever watch that other documentary we talked about some months back, The Way Down?
Yeah, I watched that
one. Unfortunately.
Oh, man. Now, you want to see the dark side, the actual like reality of that shit, then watch that. That's
what's funny about Righteous Gemstones though is that even though they are like, pretty terrible people at the end of the day, they're still like super Christian and religious. Like, despite all of it, they're not faking. They're not just like putting this on to make money. They are actually super religious.
They believe.
They're also horribly like, financially corrupt.
Mm-hmm. I mean, listen, that's usually the case with real life people. They really believe, in Jesus, our Lord and Savior and all of that. But, they just kind of twist the word to their own, devices and shit. So
they do verbal and mental gymnastics to like justify what they do.
Right. It's a lot of that. But out of all of that, we have one comic-based viewing.
Could you imagine?
Did we? We didn't see any. We didn't even talk about the fucking Moon Knight trailer. That was the thing.
Oh my god! Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man, that should look fire.
Moon Knight, man.
Moon Knight looks like
You know,
some real like top tier like movie production level type shit. It looked pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
my brother-in-law is super obsessed with Moon Knight. Like he loves Moon Knight, and he cannot fathom like Ethan Hawke's character. He was telling me like this guy's like no place in the comics. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do on this show. And I was like, all right, yeah. He's telling me he was just asking me like, have you heard any rumors about like why like is Ethan Hawke integral in the show like as this character? And I was like, yeah, he's coming in every season. He's like the main villain, and he was just telling me like doesn't make any sense. He's never been like a big focal point in the comics. Like really weird. And I was like, okay, shit.
Wait, who's Ethan Hawke supposed to play?
He's playing Moon Knight's brother, I think. That's what he's playing.
I heard he's supposed to be like kind of an amalgam of a couple of characters.
So
Playing I don't know his name. Arthur Harrow. What is
let's look it up.
Arthur
But yeah,
Harrow?
all you folks out there, Moon Knight is Marvel's Batman in all white. All right, just so you know.
Except he is one of the mentally insane people that he normally beats up.
True.
That Batman normally beats up. He's literally like some schizophrenic dude that thinks he is like some like champion or some like arm of this Egyptian god. In the comics, he has like had moments where he did actually have powers based on like the whatever position the moon was in or something like that. He would get like enhanced superhuman powers and shit like that. And then there were times where he was stripped of the power and he didn't have powers, but because he's just fucking crazy, he'd be out there doing all types of wild shit, taking all types of like injuries and shit like that, and it not phasing him. And like he's nuts. He's nuts, and he will. He ain't Spider-Man. He's fucking shit up. He's he's fucking shit up out there on the streets. So I expect that this will be intense, maybe in the vein or in the realm of Punisher, Daredevil, like dark shit like that happening. A lot of like mind fucks and like trippy things probably will happen, and it might be interesting. We might actually see. It's a lot of crossover potential for other.
Yeah, they're saying that this might tie into Eternals or like the end of Eternals.
This is definitely tying into fucking Blade.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Blade and
You definitely see that.
Black
heard-
Knight, you know.
Didn't we hear Blade at the end of Eternals in the other end credit scene or some shit like that?
Yeah.
We did. That was his first MCU appearance where he
Not
didn't
even an
appear.
appearance. Yeah, it was literally voiceover. Like the dude is like at nothing. Like
The
nobody's
Marshall
there.
was not there.
It would have made more sense if he like looks up because he's like opening up this briefcase or whatever, and he's like turned around to like hype himself up for it, and then would have made more sense if he's like looking down at the briefcase and he looks up at someone entering the room, not like just a voice behind him somehow.
He just
But I guess
turned-
we'll see. Maybe that'll be in Blade. But
he just turned
When are
from
we,
England.
When do we do for Moon Knight?
March 30th.
March 30th, yeah.
Okay, cool. And Blade is when do we know anything about Blade?
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't think we do. Well, after Moon Knight is I believe it's supposed to be Obi-Wan in May. I think it's like rumored that it's supposed to premiere on May the 4th.
Okay, that makes sense. That would
Like
be
after March. March is going to be a crazy month. I think Doctor Strange is like 3 days before Moon Knight. So
March is my birthday too.
Wait, let me check that.
My birthday. March
Moon Knight is March 30th. Doctor Strange is May 6th.
okay, Doctor Strange. Oh, that's what it was. It was Obi-Wan is May 4th. Doctor Strange is May 6th, and then in March is the Batman.
And then July is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes,
Okay.
the Batman is what's a few days before Moon Knight.
Yeah. The Batman.
2
How about
hours
the
and
Batman being
55
3
minutes.
hours fucking long.
I want it even longer, Poncho.
I
How
know.
about
I'm stoked.
Whoa, buddy. say pause or something after that, bro.
No pause, man. Not for the Batman. I'm on my crazy shit.
Moon Knight over here.
That reminds me of a really good Sam Raimi, the Spider-Man meme, but I can't say it on air. I'll send it to you.
I don't know this, but I could just imagine. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. What you guys got going on this week in terms of content, video, shit that you want to do? I'll be putting out my official top 10 figures of 2021 across all lines.
Oh,
that
hell
video.
yeah.
Yeah. I go ahead.
Yeah, I think mine will come by hopefully by Monday. It'll be up. I'm still working it out. I'm actually a little confused and torn and trying to figure out the order of the last three things, basically. So there's also a couple of things that I didn't really get in time that did actually come out in 2021 that that I would have liked to probably have on my list. I guess there'll be honorable mentions or whatever, because I'm only going to put stuff that I actually own or had in time. But yeah, maybe Monday for me. What was you going to say, Fabio?
I too am working on my top 10 video, but it won't be out Monday. It'll be a little longer, but it is getting worked on. So yeah, definitely stay tuned to my YouTube here, youtube.com/Fobster, or maybe Fobster360, one of the two. I gotta confirm that. On Instagram, Fobster360 as well. Also gonna do my end of collection video, end of year big collection video after the top 10, hopefully. So yeah, a bunch of stuff coming. Working on stuff behind the scene, get ready for season 2 of the live streams over on my channel as well. So make sure y'all subscribe there and go follow me on Instagram. That's it.
Oh, I also put out a couple of Spider-Man retro card reviews this week. I got the Black Suit Spider-Man up, and I have Shocker up as well. Steve, what you got going on?
On the 27th, which is a Thursday, I will be on They're Not Dolls podcast. Very excited about that. And then, aside from that, I'm building a DTOL tomorrow. Head over to my Instagram to see what it's like, I guess. I don't know. I'll be posting stories all day or something.
I'm actually going to be on a couple of podcasts too. I was going to try to pull a doubleheader tonight and go on a Unparalleled Universes stream after us or whatever, but obviously that wouldn't have worked out because we still go. So I'm supposed to be over there on the 4th of February, I believe. I think I put it on my calendar. I'm also supposed to appear on another podcast maybe this Wednesday. I will update that on my story. I guess by Sunday or Monday or something like that. But yeah, shout out to Cheney and the boys. They're Not Dolls. And Rick, what you got going on?
Hey, it's me, and I'm still here, still selling fake doors. And follow me on Instagram. I post shit, just random things I find, things that are funny. A lot of shirts. How about shirts? You know what? We're an absolute disgrace. Why are we not popping bottles right now for the fact that King of the Hill's returning?
That's true, dude.
Absolutely amazing. And there was something I was gonna say weeks ago, but I just completely forgot. That company that made Hank, they made a dual disc from Yu-Gi-Oh! Not that long ago, and I commented on their Instagram. I was like, hey man, how about we get to doing more King of the Hill figures? And they said that they're trying their best to make more.
Let's go.
I mean,
I finally put my Dale Gribble head on a Ric Flair body.
On Rick Flag?
Rick Flair! What is wrong with me?
Woo! Woo! Wow, what a perfect fit that is, am I right? It just looks like he's straight out the gun club. It's fantastic.
But yeah, I put him on a Rick Flag. I found all my Rick Flags. I thought I had lost them, but they popped up.
Perish the thought. All those 5 and below Rick Flags gone?
I know.
Could you imagine?
Really good
stuff. The last thing I'll say is join the A.C.B.A Discord. It's fun. Join it. Fuck around. I don't fucking know.
Please do.
There's things going on.
There are, yeah, man. Like, I mostly stick to like the SH Figure Arts channel, and then Display Case is also really cool. Of course, On the Table is like really cool too. It's just like a really fun place to like hang out and like talk to community members. Super tight. And that's that. You want to take us out?
All right. Yeah. I also just felt sick paying for a few things right now during the show. But I will have the Sentinel Peter B. I also paid for something from Dragon Ball just now. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be looking at that stuff this week. But yeah, let's get out of here. Thank you to everybody for hanging out with us. Thank you for any donations. Shout out to Bo Big. Shout out to everybody that hung out with us this evening. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
Bye.